Good morning everyone. This is Nagaraju, School Assistant Biology at ZPHS Jamalapalli. Now we are going to the chapter Plant Tissues. Tissue means a group of cells similar in structure and functions. We already studied structure and functions of cells in our previous class. Okay, next, why these cells are formed into tissues. Let us see, for example, observe a single cell or unicellular animals like Paramecium, Euglena, Chlamydomonas or amoeba. These organisms have only one cell of their life. That means they carry their life cycle completely with only one cell. All the life process like respiration, digestion, excretion and reproduction, all activities are carried out by only one cell. So the single cell conducting all these are called unicellular organisms. Now if we take another example of multicellular organism like plant, some plants like rose, jasmine and neem, these are the multicellular organisms. Multicellular got so many cells. If we look at this plant, it performs many functions. The different functions are like absorption of water, minerals by the roots, exchange of gases by the leaf and photosynthesis also, and storage of food by the leaf, fruits, roots and bark. So we observe that different parts are performing different functions, and all parts cannot perform all the functions. In multicellular organisms, we find a specific organization of cells. Here, these parts have some specific roles: leaf for photosynthesis and gaseous exchanges, and root for absorption, and stem for conduction of water. So, each part is performing a specific function and is made up of different type of cells. So in this lesson we are going to study about different types of tissues found in plants and their functions also. Let us look at the different type of plant tissues. Uh, there are mainly four basic types of tissues in plant. They are: first one is meristematic tissue. This helps the plant in growth and repair. And second one is dermal tissue. These are in protective nature. They form different type of covering and protect the plant parts. And third one is ground tissue. It forms the base of different parts and it is the major part of the plant. And fourth one is vascular tissue. These tissues are help in transporting the substances like water and minerals. And now let us see take about these types of tissues in detail. First one is meristematic tissue. So this tissue is used to growth of plant. Plant has to grow up to maximum size, and branching also should be increased. Uh, for such growth, these meristematic tissue are useful for the plant. And this meristematic tissue again divided into three types. Those are apical meristem and lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. And the first one is apical meristem. So we observe the tip of the plant shown with the cells. Here at the top of the point of the tip we have apical meristem that helps the plant to increase its height, and at the sides to increase the width of the plants there are other type of meristematic cells called as lateral meristematic tissue. And one more kind of meristematic tissue that is found in between the layers of other tissues, that is intercalary meristematic tissue. This tissue also called cambium. So intercalary meristem occurs at the base of the internodes or at the base of nodes or leaf. Their main function is to provide elongation and growth of that plant where they are present. So the apical meristem helps the plant to increase its height, whereas lateral meristem helps the plants to increase its width, and intercalary meristem helps the plant to form new tissues to produce stock for flower or fruits, or new branch. So where a new branch or flower or stalk has to arise on them, at that place the intercalary meristematic tissue will be active. And second one is dermal tissue. The word derm means skin. Dermal tissue covers the entire surface of the plant body. This tissue also develops from the cells of meristematic tissue during the growth of the plant. And these dermal tissue give protection to the plant or tree. They cover the inner parts and inner tissue by not allowing any foreign particles. So they are the protective covering of the plant parts. And this dermal tissue usually consists of a single layer of cells and divided into three different types on the basis of their functions and location. They are: first one epidermis, the outermost layer, and second one mesodermis, the middle layer, and the third one is endodermis, the innermost layer. And the walls of the dermal tissue are thicker than the cells of the meristematic tissue, and in desert plants these dermal cells walls will be more thick and waxy, because desert plants generally face the problem of scarcity of water. So to prevent the loss of water by the transpiration, the walls of the dermal cells become thick and waxy, and we can observe the small pores in the epidermis of the leaf called stomata, which used to gaseous exchange and transpiration. This stomata enclosed by two kidney-shaped cells known as God cells. These God cells are regulate the stomatal opening and closing. In the roots, the dermal tissue forms long hair-like structures called root hair, which collect water, minerals, and nutrients that are present in the soil. Next, we see the sticky substances on the trunk or branches of trees like neem and acacia. These are the gums secreted from the dermal layer of the plants. These gums are plants' excretory products or accumulated food or some secretory substances in different ways. And in the dermal tissue protects the plants from loss of water, mechanical damage, and prevent parasitic and disease causing organisms. And in big trees, the dermal tissue forms several layers above the epidermis is called bark.